Take it back.
You asked us to vote you into that position so you can bring about that
solution.
So when you vote me, then you sleep.
Let me see if I can take another phone call. Hello, Today 95.1fm. Good morning.
What makes a policeman to be able to feed is the gun he is holding. They use their gun to extort money from people.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
No longer news that we are truly the voice of the people.
Am I not a slave in Nigeria?
I refuse if you're a slave.
Let's not get to that now. So in Nigeria, that constitution. Proud is philosophizing.
You spot the difference now?
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
This is Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
Hello and good morning. This is the World News on your premium talk radio. Today, 95.1 FM at Port Harcourt. I am Annie Abdul Salam. In the headlines, President Muhammadu Buhari donates 1 million naira and 20 bags of rice to core members who paid him a Salah visit in Daura. PDP caucus in the House of Representatives calls for prosecution of NCC officials for allegedly lying on the oath. Muslim faithful in Rivers State joined their counterparts across Nigeria to celebrate Eid el-Kabir. And on the foreign scene, United Nations expresses worry over rapid spread of coronavirus in Libya. And now the details. President Muhammadu Buhari has cautioned that it was better for Nigeria to remain united, notwithstanding the differences among her nationalities. The president, who gave the advice in Daura, Katsina State, when representatives of core members deployed to the town paid him a Salah visit, also expressed support to the National Youth Service Corps scheme, insisting the scheme had helped in promoting unity in Nigeria. He said the diversity in the culture and ethics of Nigeria had been strengthened for the growth and progress of the country. The president also donated 2 bulls, 20 bags of rice, and 1 million naira to the core members. Muslims in Rivers State have called on Nigerians, irrespective of religious differences, to remain faithful to leaders in the country with the belief that the best will come. The Muslim faithful who gave the advice on the occasion of the Eid el-Kabir also called on their fellow Muslims to celebrate in moderation.
Whatever thing we have among us, we just go back to the house and make it very, very happy. And I urge them, because I know that if any one of them were up there in the hospital with bandaged leg, and we that are here, we should be happy and we thank God we live. So without this occasion, there would have been no religion. That is why the emphasis is on this. Go back at the end of every year, go back and remember the great favor Allah has given to mankind by giving us ram instead of human being.
Signifies faith, complete faith in the injunctions of Allah. Plotted the society that it is good to be faithful, be steadfast. We have to have them in faith, believing that the best will come.
On his part, the chief imam of Iguruta Mosque, Adams Ibrahim, identified patients as the significance of the celebration.
Today is very significant because it brings patience, because Prophet Ibrahim, despite the fact that he spent a lot of years and was very closer to God, but yet God should try him for a very long time before God blessed him with his son. So what it means is that if you look around today, there are increases in prices here and there. Things are not cheap, are not affordable as we think. But then a situation like this also require patience. We just need to exercise patience and look unto God, and also pray for their leaders, for God to give them the wisdom to pilot the affairs of the nation.
The paramount ruler of Eneka in Obiakpo local government area of River State, King Roland Wogu, has expressed support to those clamoring for security votes for traditional rulers. The paramount ruler who made the assertion while speaking with Today FM's Onyekachi Nwosu said the enormous responsibilities before traditional rulers require that they get financial support from the government.
The reality, here peace is in the hand of the community leaders. How the peace is being coordinated, they tell you it's a long process because the CDC, the youth, the security officers, communities, the women, concerned dialoguing. So he who is doing good, is equal to the reward of his work. How does the reward of his work? So I will encourage that our leaders should look deep, extend their vision to the suffering of other grassroots leaders. Grassroots leader need support because it cannot do anything without the help of the government.
The paramount ruler also advised the newly sworn-in chairman of Obiakpon local government area to regularly interface with his people in order to know their needs.
Shouldn't be distant to the people he's ruling. Avoid humo that goes with falsehood. It makes people not to do well. When you are listening to rumors, it will restrict you not to have a broad mind. The leaders are supposed to have a wider mind to carry everybody around. Where you have that, you can look beyond somebody, beyond community, and do that which is needed. And when you have done that, that is the legacy for you, because the activities you have achieved or you have placed on the ground, that's what people will remember you for. I also encourage you to partly have meeting with community leaders. Also try to go to community again and find out their problem. The issue of saying, this man is this man is this man should be wiped away from his table. I see every person the way they are.
The wife of Choba Youth Chairman in Obiakpon local government area of River State, Ifoma Francis, has raised alarm over the disappearance of her husband 7 days after he was taken away by armed men who claimed to be police personnel. Ifoma, in an interview with Today FM, alleged that some men who claimed to be security agents led by an indigene of Choba community invaded their apartments, shot sporadically before taking her husband away without indicating which station they came from. She, however, said she had checked several police stations to confirm where her husband was detained but could not find him. The former called on the Commissioner of Police Friday Eboka and well-meaning Nigerians to intervene to ensure the release of her husband.
On Wednesday evening, came to my house to arrest my husband with some gunmen. They claim to be policemen, but they refuse to tell me the station they are taking my husband to. And since that Wednesday till now, I don't know the whereabouts of my husband. I've gone to anti-courtesan unit Rupoko and also IGP Borokeri. He's not there. So went to Choba division here that same Wednesday evening, but they say nothing like that. There was no arrest there. I am calling on the CP now.
Some members of the Choba Youth Council who spoke on the incident said the disappearance of their youth chairman may be linked to his continued call on Governor Nyesom Wike to intervene in the crisis rocking Choba community and prevail on traditional leaders to adhere to the peace directives by the governor.
So we are calling on the Commissioner of Police to please help us and to the root of this matter to ensure of the release of this young man, because we don't have any communal crisis. Nobody has done anything to anybody. We have been living, so we don't know what to do. That's why we are calling on the Commissioner of Police to help us and then call these men every station to indicate wherever.
If we wait for the government to look for him, and there is no way for them to see him in any angle, the only thing that we will do is to lead for a protest.
The Federal Road Safety has revealed that the reason why rickety vehicles still operate on the roads is because they do not impound vehicles beyond what the law permits. The reaction comes after a vehicle ran into 4 school children in Alakaya in Obiakpon local government area of the state over alleged brake failure. Speaking with Today FM's Ifunanya Obeme Undukwe, River State Corps Commander Salisu Galadanchi said the law only authorizes the road safety to fine drivers whose vehicles have been impounded and thereafter release the vehicles.
From the beginning of this year, we have embarked on a special patrol, getting rid of rickety vehicles off the road. And we have impounded, but we cannot detain them beyond what the law says. The law provides only that we impound them, we give them a ticket, do you understand? We talk to them, we give them letter that ensure they go on. If they go out, they refuse to, we will still bring them back. There are some of them here now, they have come back here many times. They will continue to lose money. We go on air and be talking to them to tell them how dangerous it is. But I would advise the passengers also to avoid those kind of vehicles. You see them, their vehicles are, they will be telling you that they are managing. You don't manage life. But our own is, we can only impound them and talk to them. We cannot detain the vehicle beyond what the law prescribes. If we go beyond that one, we are breaching their fundamental human rights. So we have to release them when they pay and go. If they don't do what we ask them to go, we see them again, we bring them. So this is what we do day in, day out. But the people that are out there assume that we are not doing anything, but they will still see them on the road.
Some residents in Port Harcourt have threatened to take legal actions against the Port Harcourt Electricity Distribution Company over alleged fraud and unfair billing. The respondents who narrated their experience with the Electricity Distribution Company to Today FM Sandra Kenneth said they are issued fake bills and forced to pay more than their consumption.
I am considering serious legal action against them. Let me know why that level of monopoly they are enjoying is so that we warrant them to be cutting people's light, even when they are observing the same contract in breach, even when they are not living up to their own part of the obligation that are not fulfilling it. They now expect us to pay 100% bill, and this 100% bill is not calculated, is not based on any meter reading. We have meter in my house, they abandoned it, prefer estimated bill. Having given estimated bill, they will expect me to pay 100%, whereas NEPA cannot bring light 7 days in a month.
Last 2 weeks, some NEPA officials, they brought a bill of 4,200, pay all of them 100% off. So in the space of 3 to 4 days, another set of NEPA officers also came again with another bill of 8,000 in the same week. So I had to go back to where I paid the previous bill, pay 4,000 on that 8,000, which is total 8,000 I paid for a month for just SafeCon. So
well, the respondents, however, questioned the means of regulating estimated bills as they complained of poor power supply in their areas despite paying high bills. Also, some customers using the prepaid meters expressed concerns that they are usually not credited after recharging their meters.
I've been using the meter, paid meter, for like a year about now. Of recent, I charged my prepaid meter and they did not send any token to me. The second one, I recharged again that same day. They sent a token. When I entered the token on the prepaid meter, nothing came up. Yes, it's a new building. Nobody has stayed here before. No. I've been recharging. I've not been owing. So
actually, I discovered that if I recharge, instead of removing the particular tariff on the prepaid meter, they collected all the money. I recharged 2,000, they collected the whole 2,000. I recharged another 2,000, they collected it without giving me any token.
I mean, it's a disappointment because this is extortion. This is not the way things should be done. Imagine when you buy a car, you load the car, and then they take the money away for nothing. It's like stealing. So it's so unfair. They should do something about it.
The recent move by the federal government to share about 12.3 billion naira among 2.2 million farmers in the country has been described as dead on arrival and also targeted at those in the good books of political leaders. A lecturer with the Department of Crop and Soil Sciences at the University of Port Harcourt, Victor Okereke, made this known in an interview with Today FM. Okereke, who expressed concerns that the money will be hijacked and may never get to genuine farmers, said the 12.3 billion naira, which when shared among the 2 million farmers, will amount to about 6,000 naira per farmer, may not make any significant impact.
Also end up the way others have ended up. The politicians will have got the subsidy and then it will end up into the not the real farmers but their political talks or whatever I call it. 12.3 billion naira to be shared amongst 3.2 farmers. Practically nothing up to 6,000 naira per farmer. So tell me practically what will the farmer do with 6,000 naira? If you really want to boost agriculture in this country and you are giving a farmer 6,000 naira as a subsidy, what does the farmer do with 6,000 naira? That is the problem. Look at the policy is dead on arrival.
Victor Okereke, who called for proper profiling and disclosure of how the money will be distributed, advised government to focus on funding agricultural research institutions and employing young graduates willing to go into agriculture. You're listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After the break, more news, foreign and sports stories. Stay tuned.
Every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Welcome back. You're still listening to the World News here on Today 95.1 FM. It's 13 minutes after 7. A federal high court sitting in Port Harcourt has convicted and sentenced an oil truck driver, Samuel Obamiyi, to 2 years imprisonment for importation of illegal petroleum products. Obamiyi was sentenced after pleading guilty to one count charge bordering on illegal dealing in petroleum products upon his arraignment by the Port Harcourt Zonal Office of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The convict is reported to have, on the 27th of April 2018, along Port Harcourt-Aba Express Road in Port Harcourt, dealt in petroleum products, which was loaded and transporting substandard automotive gas oil, thereby committing an offence contrary to Section 18 of the Miscellaneous Offences Act of the Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004. The head of media and publicity of the EFCC, Wilson Uwajeren, in a statement, said the trial judge, Justice P.M. Ayuba, convicted and sentenced Obamiyi to 2 years imprisonment with an option of fine of 250,000 naira payable into the federal government's account. Justice Ayuba also ordered the truck involved in the offense to be released to its owner and the 21 drums of illegally refined AGO arrested with the convict sold by the Deputy Chief Registrar of the Federal High Court in conjunction with EFCC officials. The People's Democratic Party caucus in the House of Representatives has called for criminal investigation and prosecution of officials of the Nigeria Communications Commission for alleged perjury. Kingsley Chinda, who issued the statement on behalf of the PDP lawmakers in the House, alleged that the officials lied under oath while appearing before the House on Friday to explain the possibility of having results of elections transmitted electronically across Nigeria. The statement, titled NCC Lied to Nigerians on Electronic Transmission of Votes and She'll Face Prosecution, alleged that the officials of the commission misled the House with their presentation. The PDP caucus alleged that the NCC officials led by Executive Director Ubale Maska cleverly relied on 2018 data in 2021 when they knew or ought to know that internet penetration has advanced substantially in Nigeria since 2018. According to the statement, a perusal of NCC website shows that Nigerian National Broadband Plan 2020-2025 indicates that by September 2019, the spread of 3G network had reached 74.2% in Nigeria. Meanwhile, a People's Democratic Party Senator Stephen Ode says he's proud to vote against electronic transmission of election results. Senator Ode, who represents Cross River North in the Senate, said this during a telephone conversation with Today FM's Onyekachi Nwosu after coming under criticisms from some members of the PDP for going against the decision of his party to vote for electronic transmission of election results. The federal lawmaker explained that his decision to vote against electronic transmission of election results was because most of the villages in his constituency lacked the necessary facility for electronic transmission.
It's not political, it is also what affects my senatorial district. It is not about sentiment, it is not about emotion, it is not about hate, but it is about objectivity. Across the 54 wards of Cross River, whoever tells you there is network is just telling a lie. My own village where I come from, there is no network there. And so the quantum of electorate that we have there will be disenfranchised. So nobody can accuse me of doing something that is not in tandem with what I believe is affecting my people. Meaning that in my place, my result will not be transmitted, and then you want me to go and vote. Yes, 90% of my people don't have network coverage. I know that it is impossible to transmit result electronically to INEC headquarters. It is not about party matter. When once I have been elected into the National Assembly, I'm no longer representing a particular interest. Even though I was elected under the platform of the PDP, it is time for governance, and it is what affects your people that you fight for. So I'm not the only PDP senator that voted in support of not transmitting the result electronically.
And now to the foreign scene. The United Nations Children Agency has expressed worry over the rapid spread of coronavirus in Libya, with a 270% increase in cases in the west 480% in the south and 50% in the east of the country. It also warns that the true number may be much higher than what has been recorded due to acute shortage and lack of capacity to carry out tests. Official data shows that Libya has 220,000 COVID-19 cases so far, with 6,061 cases as the highest daily rate recorded since the beginning of the pandemic. The highly infectious Delta coronavirus variant is suspected to be among the strains that are circulating in the country. Reports from France says President Emmanuel Macron has been targeted for phone tapping by the Moroccan secret services using Israeli-made Pegasus spyware. The campaign groups Forbidden Stories and Amnesty International say Rabat identified a mobile phone President Macron had been using since 2017. Several ministers were also allegedly earmarked, including the former Prime Minister Edouard Philippe. Their numbers were among 50,000 supposedly listed for possible tapping. The makers of Pegasus, the NSO group, said it sold the equipment only to vetted governments to combat crime and terrorism. And now to sports. Anthony Joshua is expected to fight Alexander Usyk at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London on September 25th. Joshua will put his IBF, WBA, and WBO heavyweight championships on the line against Usyk after he dominated and then floored Kubrat Pulev to score a brutal ninth-round knockout at the SSE Arena, Wembley, last time out in December in what was his first fight on UK soil. The heavyweight division's biggest attraction has sold out stadiums and arenas around the world and now returns to the capital for his fifth stadium fight, looking to create more history as he faces his latest WBO mandatory challenger at the new state of the art home of Spurs. Ukrainian pound-for-pound star Usyk began his assault on the heavyweight division by retiring Charles Witherspoon in 7 and continued his bid to become a two-weight world champion when he outpointed Derek Chisora last October. And now to end the news, here's a summary of the major stories. President Muhammadu Buhari has donated 1 million naira and 20 bags of rice to corps members who paid him Salah visit in Daura, Katsina State. The PDP caucus in the House of Representatives has called for the prosecution of NCC officials for allegedly lying under oath. We also told you that Muslim faithful in the Rivers State have joined their counterparts across Nigeria to celebrate Eid el-Kabir. And on the foreign scene, you heard that the United Nations has expressed worry over the rapid spread of coronavirus in Libya. And that was the news is edited by Chinedu Iwuna. For comments and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850 or send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. You can also read our stories on www.todayfmlive.com. Do not forget, you must take responsibility. Please do so by washing your hands frequently with soap under running water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid touching your face in high-contact surfaces when you're out and about. This will help prevent the spread of the coronavirus. I am Annie Abdul Salam. Thank you for listening and you have a great morning.
Today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Live from the Garden City of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. This is Today 95.1 FM.
I'm super excited and grateful. My name is Pastor Mike. I'm always excited to bring something that is changing the lives of people all over the globe, guys. Always excited. Now, let me tell you this. We are in a very trying period now, and a lot of people are actually finding things very, very tough. Many people have lost their jobs. NEPA tariff is going up. Prices of foods in the market is going up. And fuel prices is going up. Guys, all you need to do is to manage your mind. God said, guide your heart with all diligence. Out of it come all the issues of life. All, guys. Poverty, prosperity comes out of your mind, guys. Now, why did God say, guide your heart with all diligence? Because mind management is a serious matter, guys. Now, let me tell you this. Let me give you this secret. If you focus on problems, you're going to have more problems. If you focus on opportunities, you're going to have more opportunities. So, by implication, You don't need to be focusing on expenses. You just need to focus on income. So my message for you is that if you want to stay above poverty, get into the money game, guys. Get into the money game. Because if you are making more and more money, you will not need to worry about expenses. You will not need to worry about expenses. So guys, I bring an opportunity to you. It's about our great company that started last year July, and they have come into space to help a lot of people multiply their money in international financial market. Guys, this market is worth $5.3 trillion per day. It is the most liquid market in the whole wide world. You cannot leverage this market and not be liquid, guys. These guys are building technology in-house. They don't buy from anyone. They don't sell to anyone. And they also put team of professionals together that are doing this for the whole world. You don't even need to know anything that is called trend line or support and resistance. Everyone can win now in international financial market. All you need to do is to just plug in. Our slogan is the pros trade, you get paid. Read my lips, guys. The pros trade, you get paid. This company is in over 200 countries of the world. People's lives have changed, have turned around. People's finances have turned around, guys, and they have 90 to 95% win rate. For the past 13 good months, this company had successfully delivered average of 10% per week, 30% per month. So if you want to change your finances, you cannot afford to miss this opportunity. Let me say this: the super rich do one thing others don't do. They learn to multiply their money. They make their money their slaves because they know that their money works harder than they do. Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work hard for the rest of your life. So what I'm bringing to you is this: we're putting together a Zoom meeting that is coming up by 11:15 a.m. and 9 p.m. today. For the purpose of those who might be at their work, you need to create an exit strategy to live the rat race of life, guys. You need to create an exit strategy. If you want a plan B, you can be a part of the 9 p.m. or our Saturday edition, 11:15 a.m. and then 3 p.m. on Sunday. So you can choose to be a part of anyone. So if you want to be a part of this,
text or WhatsApp money to 0803 201 6820. Again, 0803 201 6820.
People can no longer take certain things. Nothing is guaranteed. When we were younger, you hardly hear killing. Today is the norm now. No place is safe.
We get president at all. We dey separate Nigeria, beg.
Kidnapping, assassination. People are dying every day. People are getting killed every day. My friend just got kidnapped.
Tell the Nigerian leaders, or if you like rulers, that they are performing below expectation.
Hope is one of the main guiding force in the human existence. Without hope, we all cease to live. Life ends when you stop believing. The sky may be full of dark clouds, but the little ray of hope for this great nation should not quiver. Let's fan the flames of hope. Nigeria must stand. This message is brought to you by Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People.
Officer, take. Officer, give me number. No time. Ma dey match am. They go.
What?
You bribing the officer of the law? You're under arrest. Let me see your papers. You can go. They're in order. Drive safe, okay?
I don't understand though. No be the same country again. Officer reject bribe. Muna wake me from this sleep. Muna wake me. They arrest me yesterday. That yesterday, I go do my papers. See as I pass now. I pass without fear. You too, make you do wetin dey right. For we country to better, e dey for we hand. If you like, do like say you no hear am. To give or to take bribe na offense.
Una don hear am, abi? You hear am too, abi? You hear am. You hear am well. They themselves, they hear am. They hear am. Now the voice of the people. Now him bring this message give una. Today 95.1 FM. Now we be the voice of the people.
Let's talk football. Let's talk football.
What a devastating strike!
Football is a leisure game.
Sports is actually my job.
Football is boring.
That's not true. It's way more important than that. What a wonderful goal! Fantastic strike!
As far as I'm concerned, sports is all about passion.
Sports Attack, weekdays 7:30 a.m. and Today Sports Live 3 p.m. Weekends 1 p.m. to 6 p.m.
For all you need to know in the world of sports, leave the dial on Today 95.1 FM.
What a goal! Hangs it up for Ronaldo. Oh, that's it!
Experience the glorious goals rush. The heated verbal jabs and even moments of madness. Experience the sensational swings, strokes and shots. The moments of victory and despair. Experience lights out on a majestic night in Singapore and a whole lot more.
On your premium talk news and sports radio station.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Listen to Sports Attack every weekday from 7:30 a.m. and Today Sports Live after the news update at 3 p.m. Stay tuned on Saturdays and Sundays for a bumper edition of Today Sports Live from 1 to 6 p.m. Experience sports in its entirety on your premium talk news and sports radio station. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Hi everyone, my name is Ese Prime, Commonwealth and African long jump champion. You're listening to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Don't touch that dial.
A very good morning to you all out there. Welcome to yet another exciting and loaded edition of Sports Attack, reaching you from the studios of your premium news talk and sports radio station. Today, 95.1 FM, right here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. It's Wednesday, the 21st day of July 2021. To God be the glory. Mecca Dena is my name, the Odogu One of Sports. And of course, I'm here to serve you your favorite breakfast sports show, just the way you like it. On the menu this morning, I've got exciting stories from wrestling, Tokyo 2020 Olympics, Edo 2020, basketball, boxing, tennis, and plenty of football. So don't go anywhere, because I'll be right back to unfold the juicy details after this break.
For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. My name is Adekoye Oduayo, Nigerian first ever world silver medalist in wrestling.
We begin the show this morning from the world of wrestling, where Chairman, Caretaker Committee of the Nigerian Wrestling Federation, Daniel Igali, says the performance of Nigerian wrestlers at last month's Poland Open Ranking Series tournament gives him hope of a good outing at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Commonwealth champions Oduaya Dekroe and Blessing Oborududu and won gold and silver respectively at the tournament and in Warsaw in readiness for the Tokyo 2020 Games, while Aminat Adeniyi and youngster Adijat Idris were unsuccessful in their attempts to win medals. However, Igali, a world and Olympic champion himself, was very impressed with their respective performances at the Poland Open tourney.
I was very impressed with the performances of all the athletes. In fact, all around, I watched all their matches on tape, obviously. I watched Amina, lost but wrestled well. Even Adijat, young athlete going to her first Olympics, was not faced by opponents, wrestled well, but lost. It's okay. And Blessing and Oduayo lived up to expectation. Seeing what I saw there gives me a lot of optimism that all things being equal, we will not disappoint Nigeria at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics.
Igali also thanked the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development and the Presidency for supporting wrestling over the years leading to the Tokyo 2020 Games.
I also want to extend the deepest gratitude of the Nigeria Wrestling Federation to the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development and to the President of the Federal Republic for all the support that athletes have received over the course of the past couple of years in preparation for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. We think in the past couple of Olympics we've had, this might, looking at all the parameters, be the best Olympics we'll have in terms of results.
All right, to Edo 2020 we go where Plateau State Governor Simon Lalong has rewarded winners of gold medals for the state at the 20th National Sports Festival in Benin with 1 million naira each. The governor announced the reward on Monday at the government house in Jos during a dinner organized to honor Plateau's participants of the sports festival, which was held in April. He added that silver medalists were to receive 700,000 naira and bronze medalists 500,000 naira, while the coaches of medal-winning athletes or teams were given 300,000 naira each. In his remarks, Lalong said the reward was part of efforts to motivate them for their good performance. Elsewhere in the world of athletics, Olympic gold medalist Choma Jungwa and 1994 African Footballer of the Year Emmanuel Amuneke have endorsed the forthcoming Festac Marathon. Now, the 10-kilometer marathon is expected to feature runners from Lagos State and other parts of the country and will take place on this. Will take place on the 2nd of October this year. Amuneke is hopeful the community-based marathon will produce future stars for the country.
I could say I was one of those that benefited from grassroots project that helped us to be who we are today, and I'm endorsing it, and I'm happy that such event, is coming out of where we live, which is Festac. So I endorse it, and I will support it, and I pray with this opportunity, it can also bring new stars that will represent the country and take our sport to the highest level that we all expect.
All right, to basketball we go, where the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, has rejected a request by 2 women's basketball players to represent Nigeria at the Tokyo Olympics after they were not selected in the United States team, having played for them during qualifying. Nneka Ogumike and Elizabeth Williams, who play in the Women's National Basketball Association WNBA, represented the U.S. during qualifying for Tokyo Games in September 2019 and February 2020. They requested an exceptional change of their national status, but basketball's world governing body FIBA declined, and the pair went to sports highest court. A statement from FIBA said, and I quote, "FIBA acknowledges today's decision of CAS to reject the request for provisional measures filed by Ogumike and Williams." Ogumike, who plays for WNBA side Los Angeles Sparks, has helped the U.S. team win 2 gold medals in the World Cup, while Williams represents Atlanta Dream and has 3 youth World Championship gold medals. Nigeria are set to meet the USA in their first match at the Games on July 27 before playing France and host Japan. The 2 players were omitted from the list of 12 that will be representing Nigeria in the tournament. And talking NBA, the Milwaukee Bucks won their first NBA championship in 50 years with a 105-98 points win over the visiting Phoenix Suns early hours of this morning. Exactly 3 weeks after suffering a knee injury that appeared to put his role in the finals in doubt, Giannis Antetokounmpo carried Milwaukee to their first championship in half a century, with the victim to win the best-of-7 championship series after losing the first 2 games. The Greek freak delivered arguably the best performance of his career at the best possible moment, and now can add an NBA Finals award to his 2 regular season MVP trophies. Just as Karim Abdul-Jabbar led Milwaukee to their first championship in 1971, the 6 feet 11 inches tall player Antetokounmpo made sure a big man also carried the Bucks to their next title. Antetokounmpo was an easy choice for the Bill Russell Finals MVP award after collecting 50 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 blocks. He had at least 40 points and 10 rebounds in 3 of the 6 games in this series. Giannis, when you started playing basketball, did you ever think of a moment like this? Let's hear from him.
No, man. No. I started playing basketball just to, help my family, try to get them out of the struggle, the challenges we were facing when we were kids. But, man, I never thought, I'm going to be 26 years old, with my team, playing the NBA finals, just playing. And, I was just happy just being a part, not even winning, just being a part of this journey, and, but I never thought ever when I'll be 26, I'll be sitting in this chair with this right here and this right here. Man, it's been, we've come a long way.
All right, that was Giannis Antetokounmpo, the MVP of as far as the finals is concerned, collecting the championship and of course the MVP awards, a massive achievement for the man there. 50 big points he scored this morning to power his team to their first championship in 50 years. Amazing. All right, let's go to the Olympics and we'll start with this one that has to do with tennis. Coco Gauff has withdrawn from the Tokyo 2020 Olympics after testing positive for coronavirus. The 17-year-old American, who is ranked 25th in the world, has been set to represent the USA at the upcoming games in Japan. I'm disappointed to share the news that I have tested positive for COVID and won't be able to play in the Olympic Games in Tokyo. That's what she wrote on social media. Elsewhere, the Ugandan weightlifter who went missing from a pre-Olympic training camp on Friday in Japan has been found. The Uganda Olympic Committee, UOC, announced on Friday that Julius Sekitoleko had left their training camp in Izumisano, Osaka, and his whereabouts were unknown. The UOC's Secretary General, Beatrice Ayikoru, confirmed he had been found in a short video statement without revealing any further details. She said, and I quote, he has been located and is with the authorities in the office in Izumisano. We are working together with our embassy in Tokyo to ensure that he flies safely to Uganda. Okay? IOC president, talking about the International Olympic Committee president, Thomas Bach, says the Olympic Games is a way to promote peace among nations and people. The German stated this at the Olympics Village in Tokyo during the inauguration of the Olympic Truce Mural. The Olympic Truce Mural will be on display until the closing day of the Olympic Village and will subsequently be part of the Tokyo Games legacy and exhibited at Tokyo Metropolitan Government facilities. Let's hear from Thomas Bach.
Peace was also central to the thinking of the founder of the International Olympic Committee, Yann de Coubertin. He revived the Olympic Games 127 years ago. He saw them as a way to promote peace among nations and people. This peace mission continues to be at the heart of the Olympic Games. We are inaugurating the Olympic Truce Mural here in the beating heart of the Olympic Games.
All right, in the meantime, chairman of Global Health Policy at the University of Tokyo Graduate School of Medicine and president of the Japan Institute of Global Health, Dr. Kenji Shibuya, says the Olympic bubble system is kind of broken as the people are not too convinced just 3 days before the sporting spectacle is set to begin.
I think the fundamental problem has been a lack of open, transparent, and scientific discussion on the conditions under which the Olympics could be held in a safe and secure manner. Every time the IOC, people are not convinced, people are really confused. The visitors, athletes, journalists, delegates, of course they are supposed to be within the bubble. It's not working well.
Right. However, Team Australia fencer Evelyn Hall says she's okay with the COVID-19 protocols, expressing confidence with organizers' readiness to host the event scheduled to begin on Friday.
So we have some simple strategies in place. So mainly the mask wearing when we're out at all times, also social distancing. But obviously we have dedicated cars and drivers. So and it's just a quick trip over here, so we're not too far away from the village. And then the daily saliva testing obviously is critical to the integrity of the whole system. And so that's all been working, and we're confident in the measures that are in place there.
All right, still talking Tokyo 2020, the head of the organizing committee for the Tokyo Olympics has not ruled out a last-minute cancellation of the games. Rising coronavirus cases have presented organizers with mounting challenges, with 10 more positive cases in the last 24 hours, bringing the total number of people affected to 68. Asked at a news conference if the games, which are due to open on Friday, might still be cancelled, Toshiro Muto, who spoke via an interpreter, said he would keep an eye on infection numbers and hold discussions with organizers if necessary.
What happened if the infection were to spread further? Well, I think when that happens, we have to fully consult. I think that is all I can say at this juncture. At the five-party meeting, which was held the other day, we mentioned that we will continue to monitor this situation, and if required, we will be hosting another five-party meeting. So at this stage, the infection may spread, or the infection may be brought under control. So when we see concrete situation going forward, then we will consider the matter.
All right, that was the head of the Olympics. That's the organizing committee, Toshiro Muto, right there. Imagine cancelling the games that has already started. Softball took place yesterday, and of course today there will be football matches and tomorrow as well before the games open officially on Friday. In boxing, Anthony Joshua's world heavyweight title defense against Alexander Usyk will take place at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on 25th September. The 31-year-old Joshua will risk his IBF, WBA, and WBO titles against the Ukrainian, who is his mandatory challenger. Usyk, who is 34 years of age, has not fought for a title as a heavyweight, but held all four belts a division lower at cruiserweight. Joshua was ordered to defend his WBO title after the collapse of his bout with fellow Briton Tyson Fury. The Nigerian-born heavyweight champion says he is now focused on taking out Usyk and possibly becoming the undisputed champion after he failed to fight Fury in August.
If the fight, I don't know what to say. It would have happened if it could have, but there's other reasons why it didn't. But I was definitely ready, so we move forward. I've got another challenger. He's a good fighter, just as good, and I've got to be serious about him now. So he'll definitely step up. He'll definitely take the fight, and that's all I need is people that are serious. Don't get me wrong, the most important fight for me is my next one. That's the most important fight, but you have to have visions about where you want to get to. So I have that vision of I want to fight for the Undisputed Championship of the world, and that's why I was annoyed not fighting in August, because I was set up to fight again in December. But now it's been pushed back and stuff like that. But when the time's right, everything will happen in divine timing. But I just got to stay consistent, stay ready, and get past each step of the way. Because once I defeat Usyk, who knows what will happen next? Will I fight Fury? Will I fight Wilder? Will I fight Dillon? Will I fight Ruiz? Will I fight Ortiz? Will I fight this person? Who knows what will happen? So for me, I just got to stay on track, stay on course, and make sure I just get ready for each fight along the way, but have that long-term plan.
Joshua also expressed delight over the prospect of fighting at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Unbelievable stadium, what an honor it is, especially to be defending/fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world. I don't take these things lightly. It's going to be rocking in here, They just gave us a brief history on the way the stadium was built and stuff like that, and just the acoustics, the way they designed it, so when the fans are in here, it just is electrifying. So that type of atmosphere and energy, it can't be denied, and that runs through my body. So 25th September, I'm going to be here soaking it all in and oozing it out in the ring. It's been a good period as well. The world slowed down, so I've had a bit of free time and stuff like that, but I've also been training, ticking over, which has been important, and I've been able to work on other things, and now I've got a date set, fully locked in.
Mark that day, 25th September, Anthony Joshua defending his world titles against Alexander Usyk at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That's all on Other Sports this morning on Sports Attack. The show will go on a quick break. When we come back, it will be time to serve you all the big football stories you've been waiting for. Don't go anywhere. The show will be right back after this timeout. All right, time to talk football on Sports Attack this morning, and we'll start with the ladies. Rivers Angels coach Edwin Okon has said his team will be ready for the Women's CAF Champions League qualifiers, which gets underway in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire this weekend. The Jewel of Rivers suffered a heavy 5-0 defeat on Sunday in the hands of arch rivals Bayelsa Queens in the semi-finals of the ITO Cup, a loss Okon blamed on fatigue. Ahead of their departure from Port Harcourt to Abidjan today, Okon said his girls will be physically and mentally ready for the tournament as they know what is at stake.
They all know what is at stake. So the new ones that were brought in to beef up the team, they all know what is at stake. They all know what the state is expected of them, and even like the country at large. So we try as much as we can to psych them because they were down. I know what it means at that level. So we try as much as we can to psych them, and at that level, we try as much as we can to see how we can as well put them to massage it so that they can as well get massage at that level, so that they can as well rest well, and then beat Abidjan.
All right, in Abidjan, Rivers Angels will battle Ghanaian champions Hasaskas and AS Police of Niger in Group B as they seek to qualify for the Maiden Women's CAF Champions League, which will be staged in Egypt later this year. To the camp of the Falcons will go, where the Nigeria Football Federation says it has initiated moves to ensure the unmasking of the self-acclaimed Nigerian who got on the train with the Super Falcons in Vienna, Austria on Tuesday and made the players uncomfortable and inflammatory political talks. Team officials explained on Tuesday afternoon that the girls who had been in the Austrian capital since Thursday preparing for upcoming international engagements opted to have a view of the city after their morning training and decided on public transport to the city center. Now, the guy who's claimed to be a Nigerian was much doubtful from his accent, launched into abuses against the girls for representing Nigeria and kept saying that no one could touch him because that would amount to assault as he had not touched anyone. His tirade did not unsettle the girls in any way as he was ignored throughout and the disciplined response infuriated him the more. All right, to the men this morning on Sports Attack, we'll start with the Port Harcourt City League and results of matches played yesterday. In Season 2 of the Port Harcourt City League has reached our desk. Sonto FC defeated Paris FC 2-1. Fieldwash United beat favourites SKE 3-2, and Dolphins Football Academy did at a 1-0 draw with Ororo FC. In the NNL, the management of Bendel Insurance say they are set to resume their NNL fixtures after withdrawing from the league due to the clash between Remo Stars of Ogun State on 6th of June. The match was marred by fans' encroachment and violent conduct of officials of Remo FC, leading to the assault of players, destruction of bus and cameras of Bendel Insurance. According to the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, the management has decided to continue with the league after accepting the judgment of the NFF Appeals Committee.
We agree that Vendor Insurance should continue with the league, not because we are happy with the verdict, but we have made our point, and our point has been received very loud. Also, we want to thank NFF for setting new standards. It has shown now that a team can come to any state in Nigeria, and that team will be beaten, their camera destroyed, players injured, and the only thing that will come out of it is to ban you for one match and also for you to pay 500,000 and 200,000. So that is the new standard that the NFF has set up.
Philip Shaibu, however, stated now the club wanted to make a point and will always provide a conducive environment for matches as teams must conform to regulations to ensure sustainability of the league.
Assurance, the team that is built on discipline, we will sustain it. Teams will come to Edo and they will go peacefully. We will not be barbaric. The good news in all this. But the bad news is that teams that are synonymous to violence, this verdict will increase violence in Nigerian football.
All right, from the NNL to the MPFL, where Rivers United coach Stanley Eguma has decried his side's fixture congestion ahead of the match, the 34 MPFL encounter against Jigawa Golden Stars in Kaduna today. After playing at a 1-0 draw with leaders Akwa United on Sunday here in Port Harcourt, Eguma's team faced Jigawa Golden Stars today in Kaduna before confronting Niger Tornadoes in the ITO Cup quarterfinals in Abuja 2 days later. The Pride of Rivers will then embark on a long road trip from Abuja to Port Harcourt ahead of Sunday's home game against FC Fayoba. And speaking after Sunday's 1-0 draw against Akwa United in Port Harcourt, Eguma said the NFF and league management company LMC should have adjusted the fixtures to give the team some respite.
It's really unfortunate too that we have such a very congested fixtures due to the Etio Cup. But I think that the Nigerian football NFF should have, considered our program, at least to give us a little respite, at least for the players to get some rest. Playing tomorrow, after playing today, traveling tomorrow to Kaduna, and then leaving Kaduna after Wednesday, leaving Kaduna to play on Friday in Abuja. After playing Abuja, we'll now leave Abuja again to Port Harcourt to play a league match on Sunday. It's very, very tedious. It's very, very tight for the team. I think it's not going to help our cause, except the LMC and the NFF, do something about it. It's going to be a tough one for us.
That's playing 4 matches in a week. Very, very punishing, I tell you. All right, still talking the MPFL. Aqua United defender Olisa Nda says his teammates are confident they can win the Nigeria Professional Football League title this season. The Promise Keepers lead the MPFL standings with 61 points from 33 matches, 3 points clear of Nasarawa United and Kano Pillars, who both have 58 points. In an exclusive interview with Sports Attack, the Super Eagles defender also disclosed that the unity in the team is one of the keys to the impressive runs this season.
Yes, I'm very sure. We are very confident. The motivation in the camp, in the team is very high, and we are confident we can win the league. Yeah, we were united. In the beginning, we were struggling. Yeah, then we had to talk to ourselves. We were united. We played as a team. We had less quarrels, and everything paid off.
All right, it's match day 34 in the MPFL as the season draws to a close. Abia will also be up against Heartland in a mini Oriental derby. Elsewhere, Aqua United, the league leaders, will confront Warri Wolves, who are battling relegation. Dakada FC also will take on Adamawa United. It will be Rangers International versus Kano Pillars in Enugu at the Cathedral. Massive fixture to look forward to, I tell you. FC Fanyoba will confront Enyimba in Nnewi. And of course, Jigwa Golden Stars are hosts of Rivers United in Kaduna. Kwara United confront Wiki Tourists to be Lobby Stars versus Nasarawa United. And MFM FC will be up against Plateau United. The last but not the least, Sunshine Stars versus Katsina United. Let's move away from the MPFL and go to the Premier League, where we understand that the Premier League player has been arrested on suspicion of child sex offences. Now, the man was arrested on Friday and has been bailed while police continue to investigate the matter. Now, the player's team confirmed he has been suspended pending police investigation. They added, and I quote, "The club will continue to support the authorities with their inquiries and will not be making any further statements at this time." We hear that club is Everton. All right, to the transfer market we go, where Brentford have made their first Premier League signing by bringing in Super Eagles midfielder Frank Onyeka from FC Midtjylland of Denmark. The 23-year-old Nigerian midfielder has joined the club for an undisclosed fee on a 5-year deal after receiving a work permit and passing a medical. Now, Onyeka arrived in the UK on Monday, and Brentford say he will now undergo a period of quarantine before joining with the squad for training. Elsewhere, Porto have signed midfielder Marco Grujic for 10.5 million pounds from Liverpool, who are also expected to sell forward Taiwo Awoniyi to Union Berlin for 6.5 million pounds. Serbia international Grujic spent last season on loan at Porto, making 28 league appearances and 8 Champions League outings for them. Nigerian forward Awoniyi, who is 23 years of age, scored 5 goals in 22 games on loan at German side Union Berlin last season. Liverpool have negotiated 10% sell-on clauses in both deals. We can also report that Tottenham are close to finalizing a swap deal with Sevilla that will see them sign winger Brian Gill with Eric Lamela moving the opposite direction. Along with allowing Lamela to join Sevilla, Spurs will also pay the La Liga side 21.6 million pounds for Gill, according to Sky in Italy. The 20-year-old was not part of the Spain squad that made the semi-finals of Euro 2020, but he does have 3 caps for his country and is part of the team competing at the Tokyo Olympics. And still in England, Everton have signed a former England winger Andros Townsend and experienced goalkeeper Asmir Begovic. Townsend, who is 30 years of age, joined on a free transfer following the end of his contract at Crystal Palace and has signed a 2-year deal with the Toffees. 34-year-old Begovic has signed from Bournemouth on a 12-month contract with the option of a further year. Townsend's arrival at Goodison Park sees him reunited with new Everton manager Rafael Benitez, with whom he worked at Newcastle United. And still in England, Burnley have signed Wales goalkeeper Wayne Hennessy on a 2-year contract after his release by Crystal Palace. The 34-year-old was a free agent, having left Palace in June after 7 years at Selhurst Park. And that's the size of the package this morning. Mecca Dena is my name. Thank you so much for being a part of the show this morning. I will be back with the rest of the crew at 3 p.m. for today's Sports Live. Join us then if you can. And until then, do have yourself a wonderful day out there and keep it locked on this dial. Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Morakosi! Thank you.
Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Follow who no road, Oga. Follow who no road. I probably follow who no. Follow who no road, Oga. Follow who no road. I probably follow who no road.
Oh, fake. Custom problem everywhere.
Oga Duna, what is the problem?
Engineer Amos is fake wire, bad electrical materials that have caused very huge damage in my properties.
And you did not call me. It's okay. Have you heard of VinoLighting.com? Vino Lighting is an indigenous online and offline electrical company. We carry out sales, installation, and maintenance of all kinds of electrical materials, such as industrial, domestic, electric fencing, low and high tension electric materials. We are also distributors, dealers, and manufacturers agents here in Nigeria for products such as cable metals, Legrand products, Binaton products, BG products, C-Touch, Ontech, ABB, Schneider, Philips products, etc. We also offer you customized wall brackets, chandeliers, street lights, outdoor and Gordon line of all types in our online store, VinoLightings.com.
How about if I want to buy directly from the factory? Is there a chance for me to buy directly from the factory?
Yes, you can visit our online store, VinoLightings.com, and scroll down to project items, buy direct from factory. This area is specifically for those who are starting up a new building, such as a hotel, estate, event center, plaza, factory, residential apartments, street lighting, or rural electrification projects. You can visit VinoLightings.com. Now, in this area and case, you are buying directly from manufacturers. This area, manufacturers upload their products on VinoLightings.com. This area is cheaper than even some prices in Dubai, and it can be customized to your own specification. Now, just wait. If I buy directly from the factory, how about shipment and demurrage? You know, all these things in Nigeria, you have to be very careful. How about the shipment? There is no need to worry. We will take care of the shipment down to Nigeria and deliver to your doorstep. Our factory in China is located at 9 Guangkang Street, Guangfeng Road, Jiangtan Town, Zhengzhou City, or city office at 13 Dongjing Road, Guzheng, Zhongjiang City, China. We also have world-class engineers for your low and high voltage electrification panel builders and engineers to undertake your electrification projects in virtually every part of Nigeria. Vino Lighting is here to make your electrical shopping method easy and stress-free. Remember, we are not just selling, we sell, we install, and we maintain, with 1-year warranty after installation in all our products. We also have world-class automatic changeover, low and high voltage electrification panel builders of all sizes. Quickly rush now. You can visit our online store at VinoLightings.com, or you can call us on 0904 216 3488. Again, 0904 216 3488 or 0908 2410 428. Again, 0908 2410 428. You can visit our office at number 3 Ibokwe Street, D-Line, Port Harcourt, or number 47 Okija Street, My One Dio, Port Harcourt. You can also visit our Lagos office, F1591A, opposite Block Line, Alaba International Market, Ojo, Lagos. You can visit our online store at VinoLightings.com, or you can call us on 0904 216 3488. Again, 0904 216 3488 or 0908 2410 428. Again, 0908 2410 428. VinoLightings.com, your partner in electrical matters.
Peak protein breakfast. That's the secret to how mom wakes up early, makes breakfast for us, and runs off to work. How daddy works most nights and still gets up early to drop me at school. No matter how busy they are, they're never too tired to play with me. And that's because they never leave home without a peak protein breakfast.
Start every day with a peak breakfast enriched with protein to keep you going. Peak.
Reach for your peak.
Now which can ya want be this year? Now which can ya want be this year?
I was driving, wasn't speeding so fast. I just go JJ.